Hi all, I'm Jean Hilton from Universal Wellness Associates, and as you can see, I am already excited for the holidays to get together with as many people as is safe and to share fun food. And one of the difficulties over the holidays is that we want to eat a lot of really festive foods that might not be really rich in some of the nutrients we need from our vegetables, and it's kind of hard to get a lot of really healthy foods in. So I wanted to share with you what one little tablespoon of seeds can do for your holiday gatherings. This is a food that you can use all year long and that you can grow all year long, even if it's in the middle of the winter. I'm talking about broccoli sprouts. See the mesh? Simply put your 1 tablespoon in, soak it overnight, and then every day fill it with water, rinse it, and turn it upside down, either in a bowl like this or in one of the containers like I'll share in the pictures. I've given all my stands away, but I took a picture before I did. So I want to just tell you a little bit about this nutrient. It's called sulforaphane. Sulforaphane, I always say it wrong. And it's a highly volatile, kind of small moleculed nutrient that is an amazing thing in our body. The thing is that the precursor is in broccoli sprouts in great abundance, 50 to 100 times more abundant than in full-grown broccoli. And in fact, you can eat 1.5 ounces of broccoli sprouts for every pound and a half of actual broccoli florets or full-grown broccoli crowns. This sulforaphane has some amazing benefits in the body. It's helpful with inflammation. It's helpful with blood glucose. It's helpful healing your gut from the damage caused by Tylenol or other NSAIDs. And this is the time of year where sometimes we have some stress and pain and we end up using some NSAIDs. So getting a little bit of broccoli sprouts in can be very helpful. It's an anti-inflammatory and it's neuroprotective. So there's even changes and impacts in mood and behavior as studied with children on the autistic spectrum, that with high doses of sulforaphane, it can be statistically significant and visibly measured with changes in mood and behavior. That certainly translates during the holidays. There's the ever-looming worry about cancer in our day and age. So the statistics about the prevalence are a little bit depressing, as high as 3 out of every 5 getting some form of cancer. And in the research, sulforaphane has been able to protect against, reduce, and even on a epigenetic level, change the damage that leads to cancer, relating to colon cancer, breast cancer, bladder cancer. There are so many others, but those are the big ones. Infections like H. pylori are significantly reduced with the addition of more sulforaphane. And in fact, the microbiome itself is completely altered when we bring in high levels of this nutrient. That's pretty big impact and actually a really big deal that's really difficult to accomplish. What's really interesting about the sulforaphane is that it is unstable. So getting it in a supplement is actually very difficult because it will be damaged along the way. We get these, and this is why sprinkling some of this on top of your hamburgers, on top of your salads, as a garnish, even a garnish amount will make a difference. I wanted to just read you the list of other cruciferous vegetables that have high levels of sulforaphane, but knowing that as you cook them, the enzymes that convert it from this precursor into its active state, convert it into its active state, those those enzymes are actually killed. So eating things in the raw state are very helpful, or research has shown that putting really bitter tasting mustard seed can bring back that enzyme needed to make the sulforaphane active. But here's just this great list: arugula, bok choy, broccoli, Brussels sprouts, cabbage, cauliflower, Chinese cabbage, collard greens, daikon radish, very high in it, horseradish, kale, kohlrabi, landcress, watercress, mustard greens. They're especially bitter, and they're actually quite lovely. Radishes, rutabaga, shepherd's purse, and turnips. And another one that's not on the cruciferous list, but that I'll include a picture of, is moringa. And moringa is something you can grow at home on your windowsill through the winter. So between a little pot of moringa and keeping some of this going all the time, you can have really high levels of these key nutrients that are cancer protective, help the brain. They actually help with drainage of toxins through the glial lymphatic system of the brain. So get some breakfast.